Sometimes you want to find certain components on your actors in Unreal Engine. For example, a health component to get information about the current health status of a character. And there's an easy way to achieve that. Because for such a purpose you can use three functions. First, find component by class. As you can imagine, it will search for a component of the class you have provided, and then the first component that is found will be returned by this function. Next, we have find component by interface. Here you can provide an interface that can be implemented by a component on your actor. Then this function will look for the first instance of a component that implements this interface and will return it. The next step is that you have to cast it to the appropriate interface so that you can call functions that you have defined in your interface for that component. Lastly, we have find component by tag. Here you also have to provide a class for your component, but additionally you can provide a tag that should exist on your component. For example, that can be really helpful if you have multiple instances of the same component on your actor. Then you can further filter those by looking for a specific tag. This function also returns the first instance where the class and the tag are given for a component. For all of those functions you will receive a null pointer if it was unable to locate an instance of a component that matches the provided search criteria. Obviously, if a certain actor always comes with a given component, then you can also simply implement a getter function in the class of that actor and then return the component through this function. So in that case you don't have to specifically search for this component. However, in some cases it might be ambiguous if an actor has a certain component or not. And in those cases it is helpful to be aware of those search functions. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments. Otherwise, don't forget to subscribe and see you next time.